Hey guys, so today we're going to be doing a Sephora sale recommendations video. I'm going to show you basically my top 10 picks. I kind of was going to go through each category, like primer, foundation, concealer, powder, you know, every single step, and list my favorite products in each category. The video would A, just be too long, and I don't know, 2, I feel like the sale is kind of just whatever. I mean, if you're VIB Rouge, you're getting 20% off, which you can still find better deals than that on some of the retailers' own websites, like for Black Friday and stuff. So I just didn't want to like make it seem like there were so many things that you needed to buy. You really don't even need to buy anything. You don't need to shop this sale at all. Honestly, it's not that revolutionary and it gets hyped up a lot. So please don't feel like you need to really even spend money at all on makeup. Like, you really don't, but I just wanted to share my top 10 picks if you're curious. I also wanted to point out that there are some things I'm not mentioning in this video, either A, because the brands are being quite problematic right now, and 2, there are some products that I would have put in here, but I have definitely seen them on sale at a better discount than 20% off, like during Ulta's 21 Days of Beauty, or just, you know, on their own website during Black Friday and stuff. And just keep in mind, you need to do your research. I would suggest, you know, Black Friday is coming up, so if there are things you're eyeing, make sure to look up the past Black Friday sales that the brand has had on their own website, because I know there's certain brands that will have like a 30% off everything, 40% off, and just have like extra goodies thrown in. So make that decision for yourself where you can save the most money. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and get started. I want to start off with a base product, and that is the BareMinerals Complexion Rescue Tinted Hydrating Gel Cream. So this has become quickly my #1 favorite tinted moisturizer. I really love it. I talked about it a little bit in a previous video, which I will try to link up here or in the description box, but I really just love the texture of this. I think it's really nice. It doesn't get overly dewy. This is coming from me who's like somewhat oily, and I get pretty oily throughout the day. Like, this does get pretty dewy, but I just love it. It evens out your skin tone so well. I could wear this on a night out probably for my preferences and feel totally confident in it, and I just think it's like a great underrated product. So I wanted to throw that out there. If you are getting this on sale, now would be the time. Another product that I wanted to talk about is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Press Powder. As you can see, I love this stuff. I haven't reached for it in a month or so because I've just been trying to use up my loose powders, but I love this. I think it's really, really nice. Wish they would come out with more shades. I have the lightest shade, and it can oxidize and look just a tad bit too dark under my eyes, but it blurs so well. Some people don't like this. They say it looks heavy. If you are curious about trying it, then I'd say get it on sale definitely. It's very, very, very pricey, and I think it's ridiculous how much it costs, but the shelf life is 30 months, so if you don't hit pan on it as quickly as I did, don't worry about it expiring or anything, but I will say you do hit pan on this really fast. I pretty much only use it for under my eyes and in this area right here just to smooth things out, and it works really, really well. So I know this is a random product. This is the Benefit 24-hour brow setter, and this is just like my holy grail brow gel. So this is a clear brow gel, and what I love about this is the wand. The wand is so unique to me, and I love that it's not like a huge fat fluffy wand, because some of us have thin eyebrows and they can't use brushes like that, or the gel will get all over their forehead and it's not a cute look and it doesn't feel good. So I love this. It's pretty much like a fine-toothed comb for your brows, and I really like that. And it holds really, really well without them being clumpy, without leaving like a white cast on your brows. It's just truly clear, and I think it works great. It's the best brow gel that I have ever tried. And I know it's just a brow gel, but I had to include it. Next, I want to talk about the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. My packaging has just rubbed off completely, and I love this stuff. It's very pricey, but you are getting a ton of product. Like, this is actually a really big bottle, and this is such a great multi-use product. Has a little doe foot, and it's just really nice. It's very luxurious. I either use this as a primer or a cream highlighter, but some people even use this as like a tinted moisturizer type of product because it does have a little bit of coverage to it. Personally, for me, it's too shiny for my oily skin to do that, but I know a lot of people that love to do that with it, and I just think it's great. You can use it for so many different purposes. You can get a darker one if that shade works for you as a bronzer, and it looks really nice, I've heard, so I highly recommend this. I have the lightest shade, which is Fair, and it's just like a beautiful light beige highlight. It looks so natural. There's literally no shimmer or glitter in it at all, not even the slightest bit. It's just like such a shiny sheen, and it is amazing. So I really do recommend this, and it's just the best. I would also really recommend getting the Fenty cream bronzer. These are the Cheeks Out Freestyle cream bronzer. I love this. I have the shade Butter Biscuit. I have a little dip going, and I just love this formula. Besides the fact that this shade is like the perfect bronzer tone for me, I just really like the formula. It can sheer out really nicely, but you can also get a lot of pigment. It's very buildable, it's very blendable, and I think that it's beginner friendly in my opinion. I love how it's in a compact with a mirror, and it's super cute packaging. I will say I think I have seen Fenty do a 30% off sale, not even for Black Friday, but just like randomly, so maybe keep an eye out for that. I don't really know. I've never bought anything from their site directly, but I really love this and I recommend getting it on sale, but it's definitely even worth full price to me. It's amazing. A powder bronzer that I have to recommend is the Becca Sunlit bronzer. I have the shade Bali Sands. This is in my top 3 bronzers. I'm not sure, I think it's top 2, definitely top 2, but I don't know if it's number 1, but it's definitely up there. It is freaking amazing, and I just wanted to recommend it because it has a really great shade range for a bronzer, and I also just think that it is so beginner friendly. It probably would suit like everyone's preferences. It's a nice sheen, but it's not like shimmery, and it's not a flat matte. It's super blendable. It's a little bit sheer, but definitely you can build it up. I just think it's a staple for any makeup lover's collection. It is an amazing bronzer. Okay, so if you asked me maybe 1.5 to 2 years ago how I felt about blush, I would be like, I don't care about it. I have 1 to 2 shades and that's it. But I feel like we're all like in a blush craze right now, and I've definitely come to appreciate blush. So I first want to mention this one. This is the Jouer blush duo. I have the shade Adore, and it is very well loved. I freaking love this so much. You've got this one, which is like a lighter, more sheen, dustier pink shade, and then this one's more of like a rosy pinky peach, and that one's a little bit more matte, and I just love mixing them, wearing one or the other on its own. It's great for travel. There's a nice mirror in here, and I think that this is one of the best powder blushes, definitely in my top 3 powder blushes, I think. I love a lot of blush, but that's definitely up there in my favorites. I bring it with me traveling if I ever do, and it's just a go-to. It never fails me. It always looks good. It looks good with cool tones, warm tones. It's a great blush, and if you don't like that shade or that shade doesn't work for you, there are a bunch of other shades, so highly recommend that formula. Alright, so honestly I wouldn't be staying true to myself if I didn't mention an Hourglass blush in a video like this, so I want to really highly recommend the Hourglass blushes. So right now I have 8 of them. There's 4 of them in this little palette, and then I have 2 full-size ones and 2 minis. So this palette is what I'm wearing today as blush. I'm wearing this shade right here, which you can't get this palette anymore. It was last year's holiday collection, but I just wanted to bring it because it does have one of their permanent shades, which is Brilliant Nude. Just the formula of these blushes is amazing. Find a shade that you really like, and I feel like it's the only blush you need. Even if you are like a strictly a cream product lover, I think that these are just the best. So the 2 full-size blushes that I have are Incandescent Electra and Diffused Heat. Incandescent Electra is probably my most used powder blush. I also like to use it as a highlighter. You can see that this one doesn't have a lot of the pink blush marbling in it, so that's something you need to be careful of when buying an Hourglass blush, is like each one is uniquely poured. So just make sure that you know, get one that you like that has a lot of marbling. I know right now you can't really like go in store and like look at testers and open stuff. But you know, if you order it online or buy it in store, just open it when you get it, and before you touch it or anything, just make sure and see if it is like a good ratio of the blush and the light powder, and make your decision to keep it then. I wish I would have exchanged this for one with more blush because I really do like the pink color this gives. But anyways, I do still like I said, use this all the time. I will like dust it over any blush that I wear, and I will use it as a highlighter, or I can focus it where the pink is a little bit more pigmented and use it that way. I also have two mini blushes, so I have Mood Exposure and Luminous Flush. I definitely recommend picking up a mini if they have the shade that you want in the mini size. They don't have all of them as minis, which kind of sucks, but yeah, I just think that, you know, you're never probably really gonna go through a blush. I don't mind owning the full size of these because I just love them so much, and I know like I'm going to use the crap out of them, but I love also having the minis. They're super small, they're super cute. They're $24 for a mini, I think, and then $40 for a full size. So just kind of use your discretion wisely. Like, you are getting a lot more product in a full size, but are you even going to go through a mini? Like, it might be more of a good value to get the big size, but at the end of the day, like, you're not going to probably use up a mini or a full size. So, you know, if you can save money, you should. But I just wanted to throw that out there. I love these. I think they are great. I haven't noticed a difference in like the formula of the minis compared to the full size or even the palettes or anything. They all have the same amazing formula, and I just love them so much. I could do a whole video on them, and I honestly already have one more coming in the mail. But yeah, these are just like the best powder blushes ever. If it's between the Hourglass and the Jouer, I guess it kind of depends what your vibe is. If you like more of a matte blush, Jouer, but if you don't mind like a little bit of a sheen on your cheeks, then I would say Hourglass. This has more shades. Those are in a duo, so they're like a little bit better for travel if that's what you prefer. So it's just kind of whatever. I enjoy having both of them. All right, we are down to the last two products, and they are both eyeshadow products. So we're gonna stick with Hourglass, and I want to mention the Scattered Light foiled eyeshadows. So I have 4 of these, and I have 2 more coming in the mail. So yeah, I have a problem. But I have the shades Foil, Reflect, Ray, and Blaze. Blaze I just got myself for my birthday, and it is like this beautiful copper. I know you probably can't really tell that well because the lighting in here is going on and off kind of wonky, but I have to say my all-time favorite is the shade Ray. It is freaking amazing. I think I've talked about this in a couple of videos already, so I won't spend too much time blabbing on, but it's just like the most beautiful deep champagne-y taupe bronze. It's amazing. But I would definitely, if you're gonna buy one, get Ray. It's amazing. But I'm also really loving the shade Blaze. I think it's the bomb. The shade Foil is at least mine, and I've kind of heard similar things, but it's like a little bit less textured than these and less glittery, and it's more like wet looking. And then my Reflect one comes off a little bit sheer. Anyways, I love all of them. They're amazing, and I highly recommend them. They're very expensive, but getting them at a discount would be great. Also want to mention that Hourglass is doing their Black Friday sale early this year, and they are having 20% off pretty much everything on their website besides the new holiday palettes this year. So if you wanted to just shop directly from Hourglass, you definitely could. But if you want their holiday palettes on a discount, then you would have to buy them from Sephora. Okay, and last but certainly not least are these Kaja Beauty Bento eyeshadow trios. I have so many of these. So I have 6. 2 or maybe 3 of them are matte shades. I have 3 of them that have 1 shimmer and 2 mattes in them, and then I have 3 that are all shimmers. The ones that are all shimmer, they're definitely more of like a glittery formula. These are the ones that I like recommend the most. So I have the shade Rose Water, Orange Blossom, and Toasted Caramel. By the way, do you guys say caramel or caramel? I kind of go back and forth. I don't know. It depends on the day, I guess. But anyways, I love all of these. If I had to choose one, it would probably be Rose Water, just because I really like pinky tones, but also Toasted Caramel I think is like most people's jam. It just has like really nice neutrals, gold and bronze. Also though, Orange Blossom is really nice. I feel like it's a little bit more unique while still being wearable, so it's got really pretty peachy orange shades and it's really lovely. The matte ones are really good. I think that these glittery ones are a lot more unique and just would add like more value to your collection. But if you are looking for something that's like really good to take on to travel and stuff, I would recommend these matte ones. So they have, like I said, 2 matte shades and a shimmer. So this one in Spiked Ginger is really nice. You've got like a matte brown, a shimmery copper shade, and then you've got a darker brown. So you get 3 eyeshadows. It's super, super compact, and the matte formula is really good. Personally, I would get the glitter ones, but these matte ones are really nice. It kind of just depends on what your preference is. So I do recommend these. They're really great, really good for travel. I know we're not doing a lot of that right now, but still, you know, if you're on the go, like just throw this in your bag. All right guys, that concludes this video. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you plan on getting from the sale, or if you have any of these items and you enjoy them as much as I do. Let everybody know what you would recommend in the comments, and I will see you next time. Bye.